My main goal with this video is to show a realistic example of how dataset collection and model deployment can look like for robotic foundation models with state-of-the-art tools in June 2025. I hope to set your expectations as close to reality as possible for any project or experiments you may want to run. This video is composed by two parts, one in which I show how a process of recording a Lerobot dataset looks like, and another one in which I show two models running Inference, ACT and gr00t. The data is collected through imitation learning. The motor states and actions are collected in the Lerobot v2.1 format, and the video is mostly uncut, and I split it up by 3 times, so you can expect to collect about 65 episodes for a simple pick and place task, such as I do, in about 45 minutes. Without counting, of course, any setup time of the surrounding area. As you will notice both from the video and the camera fit of the context camera, I sometimes show it in the video from the screen of my laptop. My goal is to have everything but the robotic arm static in the image. For that reason, I improvised the background and kept lighting conditions constant. And a very good rule of thumb is to try to set up the cameras in such a way that you can teleoperate the robot and achieve the task only by looking at the camera feeds. Feel free to check out the dataset I have collected on Hugging Face. I will leave the link in the description. I am using the GUI developed by the people from Lerobot Robotics. They made it very easy to collect, train and deploy models, so please check them out. They also have an amazing Discord channel in which they provide help not only about their platform, but they also solve doubts about different policies, about VLAs, so really check them out, they are super helpful. As for Inference, at the very end of the video I deploy gr00t and ACT with the default hyperparameters set by Phospho. The inference results are honestly not good at all. The issues I have identified on my side is a slight yet very minimal context camera movement from training to inference, and then the inherent black and white image coming from my wrist camera. And as I am using a VLA and I give it a prompt such as pick the green ear plug outside the container and put it inside the container, it will not be able to identify the green color if it only gets a monochromatic image. Therefore, apart from these two problems, I also think that given the size of gr00t, I expect its performance to increase or to get better by increasing the batch size or epochs. Unfortunately, I did not have access to any training metrics, so I cannot really assess the convergence of the model. First, I evaluate gr00t with 2 different container and earplug locations, and in one of them it is able to pick up the earplug, but it's not able to place it in the container. And in the other example, it is neither capable of achieving the picking task, neither the drop task in the container. For the ACT model, I think it may have benefited from more training steps. At least it seems that other people get reasonable results by increasing the steps by at least 1 order of magnitude. Unfortunately, I did not get to test this, but at least I hope that I gave you an idea of what will work, or better said, of what doesn't work, and maybe direct you in the correct direction. I'll be testing this in the future. I will also be testing other VLAs, such as the new gr00t N1.5 and also small VLA, which show impressive results, at least as for the benchmarks they show in the papers. So stay tuned for that.